Hello, my name is Sean McCarthy, and in our courses, we talk about the importance of networking at a European level, especially in Pillar 2 proposals. Sylvia presents the different expert groups that are consulted by the European Commission, and these include expert groups dealing with social challenges, and I normally present the expert groups dealing with the technology leadership issues. Now, one of the questions that keeps coming up in the courses is how do you join one of these expert groups? Now, one way is through the Commission's own database for Horizon Europe. You can register to be an expert for proposal evaluations, for advisory groups. So I recommend that first thing you do is put your name in there, indicating the skill sets that you have. Now, for the high-level groups, I normally find the nominations come at national level. These could be the national delegates from the program committees, the national contact points, or the Ministry of Science who are asked to nominate somebody on the expert groups. Another source of high-level expert groups is national, what they call mirror groups. And if you look at the bottom of the slide, you have the European technology platforms, but in most countries you have what's called a mirror group, and also national associations that are part of European associations. So from my experience, I found that anytime I was ever on a high-level group, it was always nominated at a national level. Another way is through European associations, and you can see we have a website listing about 200 associations. Sylvia prepared these. But what I noticed, it's normally the president or the chair of the European Association that's invited on an expert group. So you can see this, the importance of being involved in the boards and eventually chairing it, because you represent that research sector or that social science area that the Commission wants to speak to. Another way is to be the real expert, to be the recognized expert in a field. In industry, they're called thought leaders, but sometimes they're referred to as the gurus. Now, these are people that are writing books, presenting papers, speaking at conferences, commenting at a national and European level. And if you become one of these, what they call a real expert, then the Commission wants you on board to give them advice. And one that's not very obvious is being a coordinator of a project, especially a coordinator of a CSA, coordination and support action. So this is where a lot of groups are brought together to advise the Commission on future directions in an area of research. So you can see why people like to be coordinators of CSA. It's trying to get the opinions of a lot of scientists to the Commission's table. Now, that's a new slide. So I hope you enjoy it, and it gives you some tips on how to get invited. But, so, okay, best of luck in getting on one of these groups.